My bad, y'all. I didn't realize. It had been 5 minutes already. I'm just kind of here doing this shit. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We got a new mod. And she goes by the name of Cash Money. So welcome in, moderator Cash. What we'll be doing today to start stream is a little bit of co-working. What up, Cisco? And just kind of getting some shit done. I have a couple of things that I keep forgetting to do that I want to get done before I start playing games. What up, God Mod? Well, technically not God Mod, but God Squad member. I'll call you a God Mod for now. We're gonna do a little bit of co-working, get some stuff done. In the background, we'll be playing a Caleb Hammer video. I think we had a good time watching that last time. And for those that don't know who Caleb Hammer is, essentially, he's a financial guru, some may say. In my opinion, he's just a regular average dude that knows his shit about finances and money and budgeting. And for me, I'm just really trying to rack all that knowledge in, and I think it helps literally anybody and everybody to just listen to what he's talking about and listen to everybody's daily problems, right? So the other reason why I like his content and what he brings to the table is because he talks to regular people about where they fucked up and how they can fix it. Do these people actually take the advice and fix their shit? Give it like a solid 7 out of 10 times somebody actually does what he's suggesting. But all in all, I think it's just really good to hear because it'll help you realize, hopefully, that you're nowhere near as bad with your finances as you think you are. Also, we've got a new category, co-working, which makes my heart so warm because sometimes, you go into co-working and you want to just do that, but because you're in just chatting, it perceives as a different thing. So now we've got the actual category. People will now know when they come in that we're co-working. We won't have to deal with the people saying, why aren't we playing games? But I guarantee he's going to come in here and say, why aren't you playing games? And that's fine. But today's been a good day. I hope you guys have had a good one as well. It's a nice, breezy, cool day in New York. We got the window open today. It's very cold in here, which is why I have the sweatshirt on, but that's to save electricity. Took the ACs out the window up here. That AC stays in year round just because it does still get really hot in here. So like when it's the winter, but when it's the winter and it's cold, the heat's on. So I still gotta keep it in. But outside of that, busy day, but calm day. Calm day. But welcome in, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good day, and let's get down to it. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of co-working now. A little co-working now. How's it going? What up, Shadow? What up, Shadow? I have E yapping in my ear right now, dog. E is yapping in my ear right now. It's some bullshit. I'm gonna let him be. I'm gonna let him be till he gets his ass in here. We're doing a little bit of co-working though. How's your day, Shadow? He's amazing. He can suck my dick. He just wants games to. He wants gamers to game. That's what he wants. He wants gamers to game when they're not gaming. He throws a temper tantrum. Let's get into it, shall we? I wish you could hear him. I wish you could hear him right now. Just fucking going down a list of people that are playing games. But what he doesn't realize, chat, is that there is a co-working stream section now. There's a co-working category, right? So he can't say shit. Because I'm doing exactly what I said I'm doing. He can't say shit. What's up, Shitty? Welcome in, baby. We're buzzing right now, though. It's been a good day. Like I said, the weather for me, I am a cold... No, I'm a warm-blooded person. I'm always hot. I am always hot. Like, I genuinely mean this in the deepest of deep. I am always hot. So the fact that it's cold out is giving me life, which is why the window is open. Suck my dick. We're co-working, baby! Cause not streamer. I can't wait for the day. I can't wait for the day that I tell Za to time you out, bro. I can't wait. Oh, shit. You can always say something that is you, church. Oh, word, Shadow. You want to join? You want to join E without the fucking conflict of interest is insane. Oh my god. Matter of fact, I actually have to give you the list of commands. To give you the list of commands for certain shit. When's the last time you streamed a game, church? Go to my VODs, bro. Let's check out the VODs. Hold on. Let's go to the VODs. It's not my fault that you have terrible timing. It's not my fault, bro. Last VOD's got 133 views, right? I was playing Overwatch. I played Overwatch for damn near 9 hours. It was 2 days ago. You're on P's and Q's, Shadow? It was 2 days ago. My church has decided to be born today. W niece. W niece. It's a beautiful day to be born. You know what I mean? Your stream just started and there is a video on my screen. Listen, E. We are in the co-working category, right? So that means we are co-working, right? So that's actually a category now. So you can't say shit. You can't say shit. It's a category now, bro. Get to working. That's what this is for. We just You know the funniest part? The funniest part is I almost gave you a VIP badge, but I love the fact that without a badge, my mods don't know if you are relevant or not. And the fact that Molly almost banned you off of this was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was so funny, and I almost let it ride. What up, Solo? Welcome in, baby. I almost let it ride because the fact that it almost happened. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Don't worry, I'm here now. Listen, you gotta protect your streamer, okay? You gotta protect your streamer. Fuck a conflict of interest, alright? I just want to watch games be played. You gonna learn about finances today, alright? You're gonna learn about finances today. That's what you're gonna do while we co-work. Alright? No, I lost my bet for her being born during the hurricane last week or in Halloween. Damn, you were off, Shinny. I'm not gonna hold you. You were off by a bit. Solo, welcome in. If you have any preferred pronouns, feel free to share them. My pronouns are she, her. And my name's Church. It's a pleasure to have you. E, the important people know you're important. Don't ban me, Molly. The fact that you have to end that sentence with "don't ban me, Molly" says enough. Hold, please. Nurse is texting me. Okay. Nice to meet you, him. Welcome in, Papa. We're just on some bullshit right now. We're gonna get right into it after E stops throwing his tantrum. Church's pronouns are not a streamer. Okay, got it. Yeah. Chad, I need you guys to understand, like, y'all can't hear them. I have them in my ear, okay? Well, what I tend to do when I co-work, because it gets quiet, right? We play the videos, and I'm listening to the videos too, but it does tend to be a little lonely, because we do go silent for a little bit while I work. I have E and Za are in my ear right now. Za is Cash. They're in my ear. I hear them. And it's very hard to focus. E, the most important game of them all is finance. Hand me in here. I mean, you watched some video about finances the other day. The other thing, so Solo, since you're new here, right? One, welcome into the Holy Rollers. I hope you enjoy your time while you're here. The one thing you need to know about E, right, is E has a tendency of showing up for my streams when I'm either A, about to eat dinner, which means we're watching a video, right? B, my fiance gets home from work, so we're about to watch a fucking video. Or 3, we're co-working and the category includes not playing fucking games. Yes, sir! Let's go! First time of the week, baby! We love a good welcome in wagon! Let's go! The stream just started? Yeah, we started with fucking co-working, brother! It's your fault, Church, you have bad timing? This motherfucker's in Germany! How do I have the bad timing? Hello? Tell him to figure out his fucking time zones and shit. I eat dinner at the same time every stream, bro. Yeah, I still find time of year. Listen, and I love that for you, but you be in here on some bullshit. Oh my god. Where's the dinner? Bitch, it's fucking, I'm not eating dinner at 4 o'clock. Alright, we're starting co-working right fucking now. Here's a fucking video. Alright, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm about to get cursed out because I keep forgetting to answer these goddamn texts. Okay. 17 minutes and you just start. Do you wanna know why I just started? You wanna know why I just started? Because you came in here already complaining. You came in here already complaining, so I had to address to the audience what that includes. Okay? And your track record of not being here when I'm in fact playing games. Do you want me to tag you every time we're playing games? You know what? Your girl's a mod now. Maybe I'll just, you know what, Cash? Anytime I'm playing games, no matter the game, taggy every single fucking time in our Discord, okay? In general, I want you to taggy every time I'm playing a game, okay? So now we can't be late. You can't come here in the wrong time. Can't come in here saying all you do is watch videos. Yeah, we watch fucking videos, all right? But you came in at the wrong time, all right? So now guess what? You'll never be here at the wrong time if you're getting pinged, bitch. Welcome in, Holy Rollers. I'm getting a phone call. Hi, baby. All right. Yo, what up, Rain? I mean, Twitch should be a gaming streaming platform. It's also a platform, you know, to engage with others, right? And share like-minded concepts, right? So one concept would be doing your fucking work. Y'all finna piss me off We've been co-working for the past year. Came in here thinking I would be getting entertained by video games. The fuck did I miss? Woo! Cat! I came at the wrong time, or are you not doing the right things at the right time? Definitely not doing the... Yo, Shadow, you're an op, bro. You're an op. I see Twitch that think video games, but you're trying to educate me. Now you going off and it's only 20 minutes into the stream. We've been going off since the stream has started. I know it's horrible. Who wants to be educated? The fuck is co-working? It's a myth. I feel like I don't belong. Nah, you at the right place. What is my... Hey! That is not yours. That is not a toy. That is not it. No. No. This is not a toy. Lito was trying to eat Nessie. Lito was trying to eat the Nessie. No, this is nurses. It's not a toy. It's not a toy. We in the grout fit today, by the way, chat. Full grout fit, head to toe. Except for the socks. I do have gray socks, but I didn't put them on today. See, the way you going off says otherwise? Please, match my energy. Alright, motherfuckers. Doggo wants to play games too? Oh my god. Solo, please. Solo, please. You just opened up a can of worms, bro. I ain't consent to the name calling. The second you open these doors, you consent. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm at work and don't want more. Love y'all. Hi, baby. Hi. 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 Hi, handsome. Okay. 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 We already went through. Okay. All right. Okay. You're on some shit right now too. Got it. Listen. I just talked to them about it. I'm gonna talk to you about it. We are co-working. Get to work. We're co-working, brother. Go ahead. Go lay down. Go lay down. What is that? What are you doing right now? Do you guys see that half lay, half sit? Down. Oh boy. Stay. This is from Shadow. The first one's from Shadow. Okay. And the second one is from me. Okay. And then the third one's in the fucking hallway. Now he's gotta look for it. And you know what that means, chat? He's working his mind. He's working his brain. He's sniffing, he's hunting, he's gathering. What I learned a thing so far, but this has been the most enjoyable convo I've heard. I haven't learned a thing so far. Listen. When I'm a stand, all right? We're gonna stand up today. Get the blood flowing. If you guys haven't stretched today, you should. That's what I specialize in. Get to stretching, all right? Get to stretching. I'm not gonna lie. I have realized that my high to low table makes me look short as fuck. I'm feeling like I look short, but I'm not, I promise you. So, the newbies in here, just know, I'm 5'11", alright? 6 foot if I'm playing basketball. But let's get into it, alright? I'm gonna play this video.
He was helping me financially as well.
Listen, if we owe a family member money, we're really not doing it. That's when we do not get to have any paid for fun. You are grinding to pay off a family member.
He gave me a lot more than I asked for.
Yeah, but you owe it.
I've been waiting for him to bring it up, and he hasn't.
What? Is that what a loving daughter would do?
Ooh, owing money to the rent.
I am 28. I am based here in Austin.
All right,
and
my
this is
age.
Financial audit.
Nina's my age.
Thanks for
coming.
coming.
You're
on.
5'6".
Hello?
Hello?
In Austin.
Hold on.
Thank you for having me. I am an online.
You thought I was 5'8"? Hello? 5'8" 5'8" is fucking crazy. I got a size 12 foot, boy. Come on. Stop playing with
health
me.
and fitness coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Could use your help a little.
I got you. I actually just recently this year quit my corporate job and went all in on coaching. And I found myself drawing money from my 401k, which everybody tells me not to do.
Well, yeah, no, everyone tells you not to do that.
But they don't say why.
Because you're pulling money from your retirement because there's a 10% penalty on the money you're pulling from retirement. And if your money has gained any value, which it likely has over these past couple of years, you're also paying capital gains tax on that money.
See,
is that a good reason?
Damn.
Have we found a reason?
Perhaps.
I just gave you a reason why.
In my mind, the math made sense. If I needed 10K to get rent and groceries and all that stuff.
Rent and groceries? Wait, was this...
One thing y'all need to know about Caleb, he does not fuck around at all. Like, if you go on this show, you actively know you are signing up to learn about yourself. And y'all know what I mean by that. Like, you're gonna hear about yourself. No ifs, ands, or buts. Gonna tell you like it is. No bullshit. You're here to learn from your mistakes, and you're here to learn how to fix them. The first thing she just said is batshit crazy. So, what he had mentioned right off rip is that, depending on what type of 401k you do, there's traditional Roth and whatever IRA Roth. I don't remember the two terms, but one of them, you pay taxes as you place them in, and another, you pay taxes when you take them out. Her 401k, what he just described, was that anytime she's taken money out, she's paying taxes on them. It's a Roth and IRA. Okay, so I mix them up. With her 401k, what he just said basically was that anytime she just took money out, she's paying taxes on that and also ruining her 401k. Like, we're off to a really hard start on this video.
Business not ready to go.
It's
hold on. What are you making online coaching? I was with you online coaching. I was gonna ask how much you make. Let's go get into the conversation. How much do you make with it?
So that's why it
depends. Good sake, not an answer. Okay.
A non-answer. An answer is coming. So it's seasonal, my work, a little bit, because it's
fat in the winter, active in the summer.
Is what people tend to fall into. Yes, they won't hire an online coach if they're just going to bundle up for the winter. However, when I left my corporate job, the season that I was in, I also left a different coaching company. So I was an assistant coach for somebody else. And then I left those things, decided to be an online coach by myself, like have my own.
Why didn't you wait for the better season?
Because there were also like personal things happening, and I really wanted to get out of that situation. I went through a breakup, and then my boss at the time.
My life is a permanent breakup. We all deal with it.
Not at the corporate job, but the other coaching job that I had, that guy turned out to be terrible, like a terrible human being. No integrity. Like, I think that his business is operating.
Terrible person towards you?
Me and the other assistant coaches.
Okay.
So there was a big exodus. Like, there's a bunch of us that left that team.
So it was hard to be in that position.
Yes.
Okay. Well, how close were you to the good season?
It was February, so I knew that
he's
we
also
were
understanding
the summer months. Yeah,
okay. So let's do a little rewind to about 2 minutes ago when you didn't answer my question. How much do you make?
On average, $4,000 to $5,000 a month.
Okay.
If I had to like summarize and average all of it, like there's lower months, there's higher.
And of course, you're a business owner, so you're setting 30% aside for taxes.
Not correct.
Right. Yep. And how long have you been doing this? Well, the IRS loves this show.
Not setting aside money for taxes. Like, how long have I been doing that?
How long have you been doing this job? You're self-employed. Your business.
February.
Okay. So what do we do when it comes tax season in just a few months? Honestly, it's coming. Sure. File an extension. Sure. But what are we doing?
Well, I used to use H&R Block, so I would just go through step by step. And
yeah, but you're going to owe money. You're literally withdrawing, according to you, from your own savings to survive. So there's going to be no savings to pay the thousands that will be owed.
No, there will be. And I also have
because it doesn't exist now.
I have a lot of things I can claim as well, like as an online health and fitness
100% of your income.
A lot of it.
What's a lot of it?
I can claim a lot of my
no,
expenses.
what number is a lot of it?
Wait, can you ask the question again? A lot of
Yeah, the claims that you're going to be against your taxes, write-offs, deductions.
Yeah, the write-offs. I have travel, like airfare, Airbnb.
No, yeah, about percentage, like how much of your income?
It's a great question. I ballpark
You
like
just said
70.
70, so you're never going to qualify for a mortgage or rent ever again.
Why?
Because you're basically saying your income's $1,500 a month. If you do that, that's what they'll see when they look at your taxes.
Well, that's a bridge I'll cross when I get there. I'm not looking to own a home anytime.
Well, you'll be living under that bridge because you won't qualify for rent.
Okay, noted.
Okay. Literally, what would be so difficult about... okay. I mean, I'm going to answer my own question.
Well, it's not that it's difficult. I am setting money aside in a savings. I just, You're withdrawing
from your retirement funds.
To pay off credit cards and, like, kind of get ahead. To feel like I'm ahead.
The first statement is the opposite of ahead. It's adding a substantial balance to a debt.
So in my mind, I was like, okay, if I can take this $10K out of my 401 and pay off my credit cards and put some of that into my savings, then I at least have like dispensable cash flow. So because
So everyone recommended against you doing this.
I didn't tell anybody. I know that people say. I know it's a thing that people say.
Why would it be a thing that people say without there being any reason?
People say silly things. People say silly things all the time.
Sure. Everyone
I'm a case in
agreeing
point.
On the same thing?
But I'm sure that it's not black and white. I'm sure there's parameters. Like there's gray area.
What would the gray area be in this context?
Helping my stress. Helping me get out of like an immediate situation. I understand.
Those hair's going to turn real gray when you're trying to retire and there's $0. And who knows what the Social Security is going to look like by the time we retire. We're basically the same age.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I really don't know what it's going to look like when we get there.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to change a lot.
Pays for retirement. Optimism. It's not an exchangeable resource.
It out, right? Optimism.
Figure it out. No. The people who say we'll figure it out always end up everywhere they go, because they're always I'll figure it out instead of having an actual plan and actionable steps along the way to get to their ultimate goal.
Well, hopefully that's why I'm here. I would like to have a plan.
No. Canceled. Nope. And I announced this in the episode that we recorded yesterday, so I know it's not out for you. Stop. You can go to calebhammer.com/apply. Come on the show, absolutely. Stop with that's why I'm here. That's why everyone's here. That is not an excuse to get out of a little bit of pushback and trying to explain your situation. That's why everyone is here.
Okay.
So fair. No, that is not going to be a get out of jail free card.
All right. I'm trying to get out of jail, but I understand it's not free.
Okay. I'd love self-assessed. Where do you think you are in your finances today? 0 being the absolute worst that you can possibly think of. 10 being the absolute best you can possibly think of. Where do you think you are?
I'd say 6.
Pulling from retirement, you think you're above average. I don't know what the is going on. If you want your Hammer financial score, it's free. Link in the description below. You won't be led to an idiotic answer like that. Okay. Would you like to explain?
I think my finances are...
You're pulling from retirement to live.
So he has a website you guys should check out. That's why I don't really skip over his like ads. There's gonna be certain ads that I do skip over because it's just filler. But Caleb Hammer Financial, if you guys want to just assess yourself, you need a lot of information to do it. I haven't done it yet because I still need to gather all the info. But it just gives you an assessment on like where you are in terms of financial goals and saving and how you should be budgeting. Then he has a full program that you can use. But yeah, that's enough about me.
That you're pulling from retirement to live. Just that's it. That's it. And you think you're above a solid 5?
Yes, I do. At least I have a retirement. And I didn't pull the whole thing.
Yeah, you'll be on that way. Continuing what's your rent?
Base rent $1,771.
Okay, 3,150 is what you'll probably have left on average after you set aside money for taxes. So 1,700?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, 54% of your net. So you're going to be pulling from retirement soon.
That's insane.
Well, so my job as an online health and fitness coach, as I grow my roster,
Before
as I get more
percentage,
clients, my income does like increase. So that the amount of work and
What?
output
When
that
you get more clients in a business, you might make more money?
Yes.
Yes, that is the hope, and I root for that. I hope so. I don't want you to have a failing business.
I don't want that.
But
either.
that's different. That's not the answer necessarily. One, lots of behavior. You withdrew $3,800 this month from retirement. It's the most recent month, the month of the statements that we have, and your spending is absolutely ridiculous. You're not gonna go get more clients your way out of this thing. That's not how this is gonna work. So total income that came in from business was $6,586. So it was a good month on your average scale. How much money do you think was spent total across all the board? This includes debt going up as well. But how much was spent
this month?
Sorry, $9,000 from retirement.
I probably broke even, probably 6,000.
Yeah, you spent $17,244. So I don't know what the you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. I'm just gonna go get more clients. You're going and getting more clients on what is considered a good month. There needs to triple. You don't even have enough.
That's possible,
huh?
I just don't see how that's possible. How did I spend that much?
Well, it's an interesting little.
Are you sure it was
proposition.
17,000? It wasn't 7,000. That's just.
Yep, I do. Notoriously can read. I mean, $3,000 alone, $3,000 alone, or half of what you brought in for setting aside money for taxes, was all spent on miscellaneous bullshit. It's like it could be a video game, it could be buying gems, you know, it could be just a random anythings, just miscellaneous BS.
It depends what that is because.
Well, no, and we'll go through it, but it's miscellaneous. Either way, that stuff. Like, we've put things that were needs in variety purchases, especially in your large things. Like, that might be more business, and there's $6,000 there. But the miscellaneous bullshit, that is not needed for your business. That's not needed for your life. It is those extra little pleasures. It's not even going out to eat. Going out to eat, you spent $674, 10%. If you're pre-tax.
Yeah, I
just
don't,
going out
I
to
don't
eat.
generally go out to eat, so.
What are you talking about? The number is here. The number is literally here. It was literally right in front of me.
I see that. I guess it's just really surprising to me because I would.
What, you bougie
I
with
would
your
paint
meals?
myself as like I don't go out to eat that often. I guess.
Well, is it more expensive meals less frequently? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have at least? You've been doing this for quite a few months now. What, 9? So we'd be in our 9th month for you. Do you have your business and personal separated?
No.
Okay, then what are we doing? It's going to be, taxes are going to come soon, but not only that, in order to calculate them, going through this is going to be an absolute mess. Do you have an LLC formed for a pass-through?
Yes.
Okay, then just open a business checking account. It takes about 2 seconds.
Okay.
Just have all your expenses go through there. Have your distributions to yourself go through there.
So, well, I coach, like I'm a head coach for a formed team.
Hold on. Is this an independent business or are you employed? Are you a contractor?
I think you would. Yeah, I think you would construe me as a contractor.
Okay, so you're being contracted out for this? It's not saying you're not a business, but it's not you personally
like
at the top of the thing.
I have an LLC, but I do not run my business through that. I run it with my friend. She has the established LLC.
What?
Why would it be with your friend?
Well,
Does she pay you?
Yes.
Well, so you're not even the boss. You're employed by her.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just employed
so you don't have
by
an
someone else.
LLC.
What are you talking about? You said you left to start your own little thing.
Well,
What's going on?
This makes no sense so far.
So I left like a coaching team that has like 12 coaches on staff, and so now it's like my friend has her coaching team and I coach with her, but I'm like her head coach.
Okay, and you think you bring in $4,000 to $5,000 a month?
Yeah.
And I
On
assume
average,
if you are being paid, you don't know if are you being contracted by her or are you being paid like an employee?
I don't know what the tax form is. It's like a 1099.
Is that what you are?
I think so.
Okay. Cool.
1090.
Well, there you go. So you need to be setting money aside.
Sounds like she's acting like a DBA. What's DBA?
Because she ain't doing
What's
it
that
for you.
acronym?
Which I guess in my mind, is why I wanted to like withdraw that amount from my 401 so that I could have.
What?
Like,
That's
that
going to be an
cash.
extra massive tax hit if it wasn't done preemptively.
Well, it was done preemptively.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
that's why it was.
That's what it
it's
sounds like. You're
9,000
right.
that was deposited in my account because the government took 1,000 because I actually took out 10.
Okay,
But
you
is there
probably
Taking
have
out- I
there
still
will
can't get over
probably be
taking out
taxes
money out
on
of your
any capital
savings.
gains in there.
Your
You got your
retirement, rather,
penalty
not your
hit.
savings. People take
Yeah,
money
so
out
I
of your
took
savings.
that
And
out.
also, you can
Because I did-
even usually most people what they do if they really need to take money from retirement, they borrow against their portfolio. Not saying I want you to do that, but you can take like a 401k loan, so at least it's growing while it's still in there, and hopefully you're at a low interest thing. I'm not saying do this, by the way, but it's usually much better than getting a 10% penalty plus capital gains. Maybe you're getting like a full 25% tax in the end across everything, potentially 20, who knows? Where maybe the 401k loan could be like 5%. What's a bigger number? Give you a hint. 20.
Yeah. I guess I just feel I didn't fully understand like.
So why'd you do something? Why'd you do it then? Why would you just gut do it instead of at least ask one person, including GPT? She would have told you. If you're a business
wrong.
owner and you're fed
not
up
wrong.
with your current business bank,
Can't see
whether
where my
it's the
mouse is.
endless fees, the unintuitive nature of the platform, or the lack of modern rules help you automatically move, join at relayfi.com/Caleb.
Guys can check that out if you want.
deserve a business banking platform.
I'm
that
looking into
puts
it
you in
myself.
total control of your cash flow. Try Relay and claim your $100 bonus today. Your future self will thank you.
I guess I panicked. I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
It's a
and I
whole
didn't wanna ask
process.
anybody.
You didn't
Yeah.
just instantly do it.
No, I thought about it, but
Okay. Right. Well, Southwest Rapid Rewards. Here alone, you spent more than you brought in. Here alone, $7,112.
I use that card as like my quote unquote business card.
Congratulations. Then your business is you're spending more than you bring in. What are you, Amazon? You getting seed funding? You don't need to run a profit for decades?
No.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that means. No, I use it for like flights and all the stuff.
Right, yeah,
I
because
do. So, like,
self-employment, it's $10.99
Wonderful.
every time.
Yeah. How
Well,
about
not-
making
You're not
money?
getting a W-9
not
from
this-
that.
That's what I'm trying to do with it. Like I travel to bodybuilding shows for my athletes, and like
How
I'll
do we pay for $1,700 rent then? If our expenses to run the business are $1,500 on average more. Oh, by the way, on just one card again, because we have many more to go through.
I do have another card.
There's a lot of accounts to go through here, okay? It's going to be more than that. Spending across the board.
I figured I could write it off.
But it's more than you even make. And again, are you classifying everything properly? Isn't it like you're going to have to pay an accountant to go through everything? Or you're just going to put yourself at risk of being audited. Very low chance, but at risk. Amazon. I'd like to see your Amazon. Starbucks. Record ATX.
What's that?
That's for my podcast.
You have a podcast.
Oh.
Okay. For someone that's on a podcast, you're not very talkative.
Well, you're not giving me a lot of room here.
Okay.
So the podcast.
What's your podcast about?
It's a fitness-based podcast, and it's a way that I bring athletes in. So that's why I put on my business.
What's your listenership
like my audience
Yeah.
or the numbers?
per episode average?
YouTube, 800.
Okay.
And then
not bad.
Spotify and Apple Pod, I get a lot more streams on there. But like
Good.
total listens, I hit over 100,000 streams this
Okay.
year.
Congratulations. That's sick. So
That's
that
awesome.
actually could be a potential way to bring in some clients.
That's
Good.
awesome.
I was going to say if we were hitting like 20, I'm
'Cause-
like, you know, is
I have-
that
What he just mentioned, that is honestly a gateway to more clients for the business, especially because as a self-employed personal trainer, I have a friend from college that does it remote. Everything she does is remote. She can be anywhere and do her job. With the podcast, if it's done right and saves correctly, she too could be doing that. That's a really good way to pull in clientele. And those views are amazing. Where is my mouse? Hello?
that like
I
the
have a
money we're
good
putting in?
audience,
Also,
yeah.
wait, why is the podcast, what is the Record ATX 284? That's not paying for it by, it's not paying for itself.
No.
So what are
it's-
you using someone else's studio?
Yeah.
Film out of your house, dude.
Oh,
Who
come
cares? It's
on.
a
You don't
starting
need that.
little podcast. Get a couple mics, hold it up to your face.
I like
Boom,
so
podcast.
I
You
I
don't- you
do
don't
it
need
at
a
so I can
studio.
clip it for social media.
Oh,
for
I'm
the
sure you
quality.
spend $1,500 more than you make.
Yes. It's all going to pay off in the end, though.
But the clips, guys.
You don't need a studio to start a podcast. It is my first podcast we did.
High quality stuff.
How I actually started on Twitch.
Sure it does, but you can make a cute little
just through
corner
fucking
in your apartment.
Zoom.
It's not a apartment.
And
it's
our
$1,700 a month.
Apartment.
Get some plants. Have the light on them. Make a little corner. Get a couple $100 microphones.
Where did I save it?
And just record from home.
Yeah.
Won't the
like how this started, how most everyone's podcast started.
Because I already started in a studio, like it feels like a step back. To
Depends. Okay, show me a picture. Show me a picture. Go ahead. Show me a clip. Let me see a clip. I want to see a clip. Let's have a little clip. We don't let people plug, so no one will be able to see it. But I just want to see it.
I turned my phone off.
Turn it on. One button maneuver.
She said I turned my phone off.
This is the issue. Also, why do we have rent withdrawal of $3,800? Are you paying the full and someone pays you half? How does it work?
Oh, I double paid on accident.
What?
I know. I don't know how I did that. I think I submitted.
Does that count as the next month?
I think the website like glitched out when I was paying my rent because I accidentally overpaid my rent, so I didn't have to pay.
The gram's being pulled up. Let's see. All right, let me see this studio
We won't be able to see it. We won't be able to see it.
Okay, so those little wooden planks here. I'm gonna take a screenshot and we're gonna you can send that to us. We're gonna just black out your name. For the background, those wooden planks so easy to just set up at your place in the background. Now there are a bit more texture. Is that your logo?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe you could get a TV above it. This isn't incredibly hard. I do see what you're saying. It is nice. It does look nice. These are a couple $100, but again, these, it's just one of your rents and you're investing it for you to own. But really the rest of this is just some LED lighting, dude. And that is not.
You could set that up in your house for probably a one-time cost of $600. Cheap TV. A cheap 32-inch TV will probably cost you about $130. LED lights from Amazon can cost you anywhere from $8 to obviously way more expensive, but for the purpose of a startup, it could be dirt cheap. And my first mic for streaming was a $30 mic on Amazon that lasted me a full year and a half and did a perfectly fine job with filtering on top of it. She does not need to be in a studio.
Not that hard. That is not that hard. Look at that light right there. You see that by you? Yeah, I could turn that purple right now, and it would be fine. And also the texture changed in the next one anyway. You got a little Target lamp there in this one. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. They have different
rooms that they will like assign based on what's available.
You could totally get it. You could do this yourself. I'm sorry, you could do this yourself. It would be a little investment. It would, but you'd own it, and you would never have to pay ongoing rent for it.
I do like.
And also, no offense. I mean, so sometimes it's hard for us to know this for a fact in the world of creative, but there is kind of the idea
I'll be right
that
back.
It looking nice
I gotta let Lito
helps
out.
People stick around for like the first couple seconds. But after that, it's not about that. It's whether or not the content is good. So people are more instinctively click off if it's, if it looks like in the beginning. But as long as they stay for a few seconds, as long as it's entertaining and educational, it really doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a try. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I like the convenience of the studio.
Well, you love the convenience of Starbucks because you go there every second of your life, and apparently that's a business expense for health and fitness.
So I do a giveaway with my athletes every month, like a monthly giveaway. So I'll give away Starbucks gift cards.
What? Just why though? Why do you need to? That people want to get healthy and fit. Do you need to be doing this?
Well, I want to cultivate community, and a good way to do that is
gift cards.
Yeah, with my athletes, they appreciate it.
It's how
I'm growing the team. It's how I'm creating community. So
yeah, but think of something. Hold on. I don't want to keep comparing things, but since we're talking about that, I know the world of community. And a lot of things, like we're working on more of the membership things here because it just helps us in stable up and downs. And what we're going to be doing is people that were members for over a year, I'm like getting a handwritten letter and sending to them, something much more personal. We can build community with things that you can do that are more affordable and in your budget. That's the thing, in your budget. I see you wanting to say something, but in your budget, you can do things that cultivate community without spending money you literally do not have.
I talk to them every week. So that's what I was going to say is like, these are my athletes. I have check-ins with them. Like I have touch points with them. I'm literally
more
talking to them
personal.
I understand that. I think it's nice to have like the monthly challenges to give them something to strive for.
So
within
there's
their
a
goals.
challenge. They have to win through a challenge.
Yes, yeah, like it'll be a gift card. They'll win the challenge.
Well, it's not my biggest gripe here, but Starbucks continues. Is every single one of these a gift card? Because it's Starbucks, Amazon, Starbucks, Record ATX, or Record ATX. That's another expensive thing. Starbucks, Kettle Fire, Beacons AI,
my monthly newsletter that I send out, and it's like the link in bio.
Amazon, Record ATX. This isn't a monthly fee. You go in there and pay that every time.
Yeah,
But you could build your own set for the price that you spend it once in 1 month, because you spend so much there.
it's $200 for an hour.
Are you kidding me? How many do you film a month?
4.
Take that, build your own little set. You already have a TV, move it over. You'll be fine.
I don't have a TV, actually.
Okay, join us in the 21st century and get a $300 TV. Amazon, Starbucks, Amazon. Interest charges here so far, $489, $149 of fees. Fees, you're having missed payments, fees. What are there? Fees, you have fees up the butt. This is just fee central. $149 fees this year.
I didn't realize that. I'm not going to be...
I don't know. My producer's just saying you go to coffee shops to work and buy coffee every day. Doesn't sound like only gift cards. Sounds like you're trying to bullshit me.
No, the Starbucks is
So what are the other
gift
ones
cards.
then? So you still go to coffee shops and buy coffee every single day?
I do.
Because you can't work without that. Definitely can't work in our $1,700 a month place.
I have
I mean,
a hard
I guess
time.
there's
I
no
have a hard
TV.
time focusing at home.
Why? You have no TV to distract you.
I'm on a I'm a bodybuilder. I'm on a diet, and if I'm at home for too long, I just like go check the cupboard and the fridge over and over. So I like to get out of the house.
And you know what they tell fat f***s like me? Make sure there's not things in the cupboard and fridge. I don't
well,
know.
there's no snacks in there.
Okay,
there's,
but getting
my
coffee,
food.
like, you cannot afford it, though, is the thing. That's all I'm trying to say. There's alternatives than going and spending money we literally do not have every day. I'm not against it. Dude, budget, have a good retirement, have a fully funded emergency fund, go get your coffee, get your sweet treat. Absolutely. You know, 50, 30, 20, 50% on needs, 30% on wants. I want you to spend that money. You're pulling out of retirement. F your coffee. How about let's have a chance to survive in the end? Sorry for interrupting you. I keep wanting to say something the moment you start.
No, I think that I just think it's to like go to a coffee shop and use their free Wi-Fi and work.
Go to a park!
A park doesn't have Wi-Fi. I need internet.
Use your phone. What are you talking about? You have service.
It drains my battery. The hotspot only lasts for like an hour.
Work from home. Work from the Austin Public Library. It's very nice.
I have to speak out loud. I've been at the Austin Public
Then I will
Library.
bring us back to solution number 1. Work from home.
I get distracted. I have to I can work from home until a certain point, but I really like my routine. And like also,
yes, that's what it is. You like it. Let's be honest about it. You like it. You like the routine. I like it too. But again, it is literal math. You can't afford it. Like, it is really as simple as that. One card, one single account here, you spend $1,500 more than you brought in in your normal month. Sorry, that's not true. $2,500, right? Yeah, $2,500 more than you bring in a normal month.
I guess I just don't keep track of my money that way. Like
In the mathematical way?
Well, because if I get a new client and they do a paid in full, that's like a cash injection. So to me, it depends on the month. Like
we saw how much money you brought in this month. It was $6,500 and you spent $7,000. So this still doesn't make sense. That's an invalid statement. You just don't know how to budget. Go through our budgeting program. You get it for free by being a guest on the show. Go through it. Go through the investing one as well, because we'll tell you not to be a with your investing like you're doing right now. And then also go through our new our debt class as well, so you can pay off your debt in the best way, but also learn how to utilize debt properly in the future. Please go through all our programs. We spend like 6 months building each one, working with experts. Go through them. They're designed for you.
Okay.
Please.
I will go through them.
Thank you. Many follow-up guests come on. They're like, oh, I didn't go through it. And then they still f*** up. Don't do that. Guys, for just a few weeks only, our brand new debt class is 35% off, and the first 5,000 people that sign up are going to get access to a private live stream with me where I break down how I got out of every single cent of bad debt I was in. I'll answer all your questions there as well. In this debt program, we don't just focus on paying down debt. I'll show you how to actually reduce the principal you owe. And you'll also get 7 powerful strategies to lower your debt, plus 10 tools to fast track your journey. And this includes a custom debt calculator that shows you exactly how long it'll take to become debt-free. But it's not like other debt programs where we're like, oh, don't get debt, debt's all bad. I'll also teach you how to use debt to your advantage. Because, believe it or not, the wealthy use it as a tool, and you can as well. I'll teach you the right frameworks for taking on debt. You'll get guides on refinancing, negotiating with lenders, and even raising money to tackle your debt head on. Check it out, guys. Limited time only. Link in the description below. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I will go through it. I think what I see is the opportunity for me to get a new client like every single day. And if they do a paid in full, then that immediately puts me over like whatever recurring I get.
But it is literally not correct though. We have the numbers. It's just not though.
I understand you have like those set numbers though. Every month could be different.
But
so like
this was the month.
You have one snapshot of 1 month.
Okay, you told me your average was 4,500.
So far for this year, but that doesn't mean that I can't reach like 10K recurring months.
Because at some point in my life I might make $1 billion. I might as well go get a yacht, right?
Maybe.
No, that's stupid. That'll make me die in poverty. That's where you're headed.
You'd have fun on the yacht though.
Yeah, until it got repoed after one day.
Best day of your life.
Yeah, until you get evicted from your apartment because you can't pay it.
But that won't happen.
What? Says who? You spend more than you make. What are you talking about? You're just going to miss it one day unless you have a great support system that'll just enable you in your bad behavior.
Thank you. I tend to do that when I step away. That and I tend to stay on the same screen, so we actually have a channel point redemption for a church change the screen. Sometimes I used to back in the day just stay on just chatting while playing. One thing about this show, what I was saying is one of our god mods, Bubble Rug, actually showed me Caleb Hammer for the first time. And the biggest takeaway off of my first watch was just realizing that I was very fortunate to have a mother who took the time to at least educate me enough about finances to understand that you should really never spend more than what you bring home. Of course, there are going to be months where you spend more than anticipated, and those are emergency months or random shit that just pops up that was out of your control. Or maybe you didn't plan accordingly and you fucked up a month. But consistently spending more than what you make is mind-blowing to me. And that's just like the bare minimum of this show. Is like 9 times out of 10 they are spending 30% more or higher than what they're making. The last episode we watched on stream, a dude had so many credit cards that he didn't even know about half of them, and one of the credit cards had back interest and he didn't even know what it was or that the credit card had that. So he was like, oh, it's 0% interest, like it's not a big deal. And he was like, buddy, in a month you're getting hit with back interest. And he was like, what are you talking about? And so like little things like that, like very fortunate that my mom took the time to at least educate me, like I said, enough to just know that when it comes to finances, you literally have to read the fine print. There's a credit card I've been thinking about getting for myself and Nurse for when we get married. It's going to be a joint credit card. We'll both have our own card, but it'll be our first joint bank account. I have reread the terms 20 times, and I still don't feel comfortable opening up an account because I just don't feel like I know enough to do it. This dude had 8 credit cards, 8 variations of credit cards, and only one of them he knew the exact information about it. And so, like, if there's anything I want you guys to take away from the videos that we do watch on stream, because I do plan on doing it more often, is just appreciate that you know enough to not be in their situation. And if you are in their situation, recognize that there are so many things you can do to change your situation. Because there have been people on the show that I relate to in the slightest bit, but it's made me go backwards and say, you know what, I need to figure that shit out. Like, I can 1000% say that my finances have been significantly better since I've started watching his show. So that's like the only thing I really want you guys to take away is just like, think about your situation, and is there anything from this show that you can apply? Because if you can, I promise you, you will benefit from it.
What's your car? By the way, minimum monthly payment on the last one, I didn't say it. Minimum monthly payment is $40. Okay, what's your car?
My car payment's $384 a month.
No, what's your car?
Oh, Volkswagen.
Year, model,
2018, white Tiguan.
Okay. You own a CarMax? CarMax is it's always so much more expensive than the real value of the car, and there's no negotiation you can do on it. It's a 10.95% interest rate. So, for example, your brokerage, I don't even remember what it was, but I opened my brokerage, Moo. I go ahead, I buy some S&P 500, just following the overall market, U.S. economy, best businesses. Okay, I do that. Best I'm hoping for in return on an annual basis, all up years, down years combined, is about 10%. Your interest rate on this is higher, meaning no matter essentially if you're investing in what is one of the most stable investments, you're still losing money.
I was in a tough spot when I got that car.
Go on.
Why I did it. So at the time, I didn't have a car. I was using my boyfriend's, and his kept breaking down all the time. Like literally in the middle of the intersection, his truck would just break down. And so I was like, I just need to get my own car because I needed that independent.
What part of town
I
are you
was
in?
That time.
Oh, now that's fair. What part of town are you in now?
Like off.
No longer fair. You have good public transportation where you are. Before, you didn't. We bleeped the areas, but in the first part, yeah, you actually wouldn't be able to get anywhere.
So that's where we were living, and like that's why I needed a car.
I can vibe with that.
I did what I did.
What was the purchase price of the car?
$27,000.
Okay, you did not need a $27,000 car. You could have got a $10,000 car. So, I mean, sympathy eroded, right?
Like, he would tear me apart. He would tear me apart if I went on the show. I've contemplated applying.
On the side, so I had.
He would tear me apart.
You still didn't need to get that.
There are things that I do not need that I have bought.
And then paid it off quicker, and then all of a sudden you essentially would have a cash car paid for car.
So like that's the
risk over your head.
Intro thought that I have when I watch this.
What were you making? What were you making?
$80,000 from my corporate, and then I was getting like 2 to 3 from coaching, like per month. I mean, but I wanted like a bigger car so that it's like a SUV,
lots of wants.
It's size SUV. Well, yeah,
cool. Now you can run over children more effectively. What?
I had 2 dogs, so I wanted enough room.
I've put 2 dogs in sedans many times.
Oh, it's terrible. They just can't in your ear. It's horrible to drive with.
Oh no, the existence of the dogs I love.
I wanted to be able to drive without them like being in my space. So I got a big enough car that I could put them in the back. Want. Pull from retirement. Want. Our entire future. Want. Your life is wants. I would prefer that you want to live a halfway decent, successful, safe, secure life. I do
retirement and a good business. No, you don't. Your actions aren't supporting that statement in any way whatsoever. Not at all. If you wanted it, I'd see some actions. There's no actions.
I do want that.
No, you don't.
I do.
The numbers would support it. They don't. You might want it, but you clearly want the wants more than that.
I think that there's enough like...
I want to be skinny, but I want the crumble cookies out there a bit more. So there is the level.
See, but I get that. Like I practice discipline and things all throughout my life. So
except for your finances.
That's an
the thing this show's about.
That's an area of improvement. But that's why I'm here. I genuinely want to improve.
Again, that's not a thing.
I genuinely want to learn like how to improve.
Well, and obviously we'll get there, and that's what we're doing, but we're sorting through where your behavior is, where your mindset is. And so far your mindset's in an area where if we give you a path to improve doesn't lead to success. I had to get an SUV so I didn't hear panting. I don't give a how about we get something we can afford?
I thought I could afford that.
When money comes in, I'm able to justify these expenses because more money might come in. It's like, this is not how we're running a business. Okay, $13,931.13. What was it? It was like a 10.9% interest rate. Minimum monthly payment $384.16. The car's worth $11,000. So you're about a $2,500 off. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
No. Can you explain that to me?
If you sold it, you need an extra $2,500 to pay off the loan.
Okay.
It's worth less than you owe on it. For what it's worth, that's most cars and most loans. That's not a uniquely you thing, but I'm a little terrified that you didn't even know the existence of that. Or even what that meant.
I didn't know what that meant. That is a bummer.
Oh, it's a bummer.
It's a bummer. Big bummer.
All right. What's FNBO?
First National Bank of Omaha. It's my bank out of Colorado.
Is that where you're from?
It's where I lived for a long time, yeah.
Okay. So this is your credit card with them. Your lovely personal bank lending you money and interest. No interest, actually. This isn't an interest-free period, or do you pay this off every month?
I try to pay that one off every month.
What is try? Does that mean you don't always pay it off?
Yes. Like 90% of the time it's paid off.
You're not a credit card person. You're not a credit card person. You can't you don't, listen, it is okay that you're not a credit card person. Not everyone is. You don't need to use a credit card. It's a great perk. It's a great tool if you're disciplined enough to use it. If we don't always pay it off, you're not a credit card person. I think the kind of cards that I recommend for people like you are the Fizz card. It's the kind of card where you put money on it, then you can only spend what is on it. And then you still get the credit card rewards, and you still get improvements to your credit score. So I like those. If you cannot pay off a credit card, you are not a credit card person. You should not have a credit card because you do not know how to manage other people's money.
Why do people say to use credit cards then? That's what I don't understand.
One, Americans are morons with finances. We have record high credit card debt, record high consumer debt. So I don't really give a. And two, I would say use credit cards because you do get cash back. There are good bonuses, but that is if you manage them correctly.
You gotta know how to use a credit card to have a credit card.
Use credit cards, and then the part you close your
Otherwise, the credit card takes
if you can
use
pay
of
them
you.
off in time always.
So it's like a tool that you can use.
Yes, but also yourself with.
Yes.
In an unpleasant way.
That's the first thing my mom taught me about credit
tool.
cards. And it's because she had experience with
I can
screwing
get
up.
that's like the scale. Like,
And I can say,
step on the
wholeheartedly,
scale
I
and
have
it can
fucked
either
up before with a
motivate
credit
you or it
card.
can make you
It'll
wanna
never
give
happen
up and go
again.
eat more. So I get it. Like, I understand that it's like a tool. I feel like I don't have good financial literacy.
No, so you're not a credit card person, and that's okay. It's okay to not be a credit card person.
Okay.
You don't need to be. Who cares?
What about the perks?
What perks? You're losing money in
Cash
interest.
back, I get,
Yeah, what cash back? You're losing it in interest. Cash back's probably 1 or 2%. You lose 30%. I'll ask you again, what's the bigger number? 1 or 30?
30.
Okay. Target. What's Astound? Astound. What's Astound? 62 bucks.
Electric or Wi-Fi, something like that. Astound.
Oh my God.
Target. You're going into Target and only spending a few bucks, so you're just going in and getting some bullshit.
That's their Wi-Fi bill. That's
Flower
fine.
Market, great. Med Spa, $600. You can't afford to survive. Who the are you going to Med Spa? $600.
It's part of my business.
What?
There's no way.
I'm a public figure, like a health and fitness coach, a professional bodybuilder. Like, I have to keep my appearance up. So that's what that was.
Put some chop that up, the pre-pickle, and put it on your eyes at home.
It's not the same.
Cucumber.
Also known as a cucumber.
Okay, as a bodybuilder,
Maybe not a popular opinion, but I feel like everyone should take bankruptcy educational classes before they get credit cards. Agreed. I mean, there's a lot of things that the U.S. educational system fails us with immediately. And not learning about taxes in high school, which I do know now there are some high schools that have a course that you're required to take. However, I graduated high school in 2013. That shit did not exist. I still do not know enough about taxes. However, we have a family guy that takes care of them. Do I still need to learn on my own? Absolutely. But as the American way, I don't feel I have enough time to do all that. When of course I do, you know? So for me, the biggest thing that needs to occur is in high school, before you graduate, senior year, you should be taking a course on taxes, on finances. Not just because you took an advanced course somewhere and it's dabbled with for a month of coursework. but because there's a class that is specific to doing that. Home ed is not that class. I'm talking about a fucking class that is specific to finances, taxes, bankruptcy, everything under the sun. You could quite literally ruin your life from within 3 months' time. It's the biggest thing, but again, it's the American system. Caleb is hysterical.
I get it. You need more financial audit.
I'm not going to skip any of this. I want you guys to hear it.
In our membership below, you get 2 exclusive.
Actually, this is Patreon. I'm going to skip this one.
Uncensored financial audits every single month. Oh, good. No way. Your couch hopping?
Yeah, places I like.
In the membership, link in the description below.
When you eat a lot of food, your masseters get like massive, right? Because you're chewing all the time. I eat like 5 meals a day, lots of meat, and my masseters were getting massive. Like, distorting the look of my face.
Gosh, you just can't afford this. You have all these reasons for things, and they're not always the absolute worst reasons, but there is still the mathematical reality is you cannot afford this. Like, you can't. Your debt is getting worse. Your debt is getting worse. You cannot afford it. Like, where do we go? You know, where do we go when we just can't afford it? Like, how do we improve from there? Also, you can get a massage for like $75. Why don't you go every other week? $75 is cheaper. $150 is at 600.
Because it's not a massage. I needed Botox. Like,
this is Botox. Sorry,
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
I think I glossed over that.
You
need Botox.
I wanted it. I wanted Botox so that my face didn't change so drastically.
Get an ugly face. Who cares? Not actually. But was that? Is that? Well, first of all, did the doctor tell you to do this? Medically diagnosed?
No, but for me, like,
okay, then I don't give a. Do what a doctor says.
I like Botox, nails, waxing, hair. Like, this upkeep, it's important to me.
Sure.
Like, it's not just.
Well, I have a TP
fund. Strategy, go to the neurological route, neck pain, anything like that. Diagnose medical, have insurance card. Exactly. There's other routes. Other routes you can do.
Nails and hair. I will support, things
other
for
routes you can
self-confidence, absolutely. But again, this is coming down to you literally cannot afford this. We can probably get you a haircut.
I wanted a breast reduction, however, we went through the proper medical route to get it done and have insurance cover some of it. And it took longer, but I paid a fraction of the cost for it to get done.
$600 Botox is not the same.
It's self-care to me.
Your self-care. How about your self-care being able to literally be able to have a healthy retirement? Again, I don't think people like you understand this. I really don't. What happens when you get to retirement with only like $50,000? You're not going to be able to do anything, and who knows what Social Security is going to look like. It won't matter the amount of Botox you had at that point. If you can't seriously afford to put a roof over your head, it won't matter if you are stressing and not able to sleep in your retirement years. If you are able to retire because you had a little less Botox and you're able to live a good self-esteemed retirement in dignity, I am okay with being the bad guy saying you're not allowed to get a couple of Botox injections, okay? Seeing you live an actual good, decent life.
See, I disagree.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, go on.
There's so much.
Let's have some logic.
I have so much time. It's not like I'm retired tomorrow.
No, you little. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You know what time is? Time is compound growth in the market. The only reason people are able to retire by having $1 million nest egg is because they put in a little bit amount of money when they were younger. You're already finishing your best decade of growth for compound, or best decade of life. Best decade in your life for compound growth. You're entering your second best decade. This is giving you time. You put in $50 now, it becomes, a couple $100. Put in $50 when you're in 50, and it's only going to become like $55. It's completely different. Time is what you need. Giving up time is giving up your retirement. If you're not investing in your 20s and your 30s, you're done. You're going to have to play major catch up. Your catch up that you're going to have to do is investing like 60% of your income. It's going to be something crazy that's going to be unsustainable. So that's completely wrong.
That's only if I continue in this trajectory.
Huh?
But to me, like
we're banking on the hope. Again, I can around not invest in retirement because I'm going to be a billionaire someday.
Yeah.
Because no, that's the dumbest thing. Again,
I mean, Austin, like, you never know who you're going to meet here.
What?
To
Well,
me,
you think
the
you're gonna
upkeep of my
meet Joe
appearance-
Rogan and all of a sudden you're gonna look young forever?
Well, I just think the
Without
upkeep of my
Botox?
appearance is important.
Dude,
for
I'm not
my
saying become an
business.
ugly.
I
No one's saying
understand
that.
I get
And
that.
also talk to a doctor about that if that is an actual thing that they are saying. You are doing this on your own.
Yes.
I'd support it more if this was a medical diagnosis that they're like, because of this, I
Yep.
want you to do this from under
I'm-
medical supervision.
I mean, you could say that like your masseters cause headaches.
I would want a
Yes, you
doctor to be
could.
guiding you through this instead of your own little GPT
I thought
with
it-
money you don't have.
It's not like it's a monthly expense either, though. Like that, the Botox lasts me a while.
No, I know, but you just can't afford. How do you? I'm. A part of this conversation is going to be. This part of the conversation is really difficult for me because I don't think I could just get into your head. This is the concept of like you literally could not afford this. You did not have the money to pay for it. Like you could not afford it. It's as simple as that. Again, I would not care about the Botox if you could afford it. It's a different situation. It's as simple as you could not afford it, and you're banking it on getting Botox and birthing Elon Musk's 40th child in Austin to make it. Like, okay. You're going to Dutch Bros as well. It's that important eating of the jaw. One-way coffee. North Coast music. North Coast music. North Coast
3 to 4
music,
months for
North Coast
Botox,
music,
the last
North
medically
Coast
maybe
music,
6
North
months
Coast
top.
music. What the f is going on?
I went to
Whoa.
a music festival with my best friend.
When she didn't have any money.
You don't know. You don't know the life of saying no. You don't know the life of delayed gratification. You do not know the life of financial sacrifice. You're willing to take a step back from your better paid job to make it more on your own, but you're not willing to cut back your lifestyle. And that is going to
That's to be the biggest
destroy
problem.
you.
That's my
And
issue.
You have no idea.
That's my
this
issue.
bomb that you are building right now.
To be fair, this was my first ever 3-day music
To
festival.
be fair, I don't
I've
give
never
a.
been to before.
I
And-
don't understand. How does that literally? How does that possibly combat anything I just said?
It doesn't.
Guess what? I'm going to a
It
music
doesn't.
festival
I'm
tomorrow, and if
I'm
I didn't
just-
have money to do it, I wouldn't care if it was my first or fifth. It doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to explain like my thought process behind why I did go.
And it
my
was
be-
incorrect.
It was my best friend. Like she and I.
Is she gonna die tomorrow? Is she stage 1 million cancer patient?
No.
Okay, then we can go next year.
Well, it sounds good when you say it like that, but like she.
Yeah, when
really
you
wanted
use
to
2
do
seconds
this.
to think.
She really wanted to do this festival, and like friendship is really important to me.
Cool. Yeah. Will she be your friends three days after it's done?
Yes,
Yes.
1000%.
Okay,
That's
then
one
it
thing. One
doesn't
thing he's gonna do is
matter.
gonna tell you straight up
Take
what
her
you
for
need to hear.
coffee. No It's also about
Well,
the fact that
she doesn't live here. She lives in Florida, so we planned to go to this music festival.
It's also about the fact
Because
that
these
you
are all just
literally cannot
excuses.
afford it. That is all this comes down to.
Gotta
I'm
go
not
make bad financial
against
choices
this,
to
it's
get
a
coffee while return.
concept.
Hey, enjoy it.
Again,
I
am
did the
going
same
to
thing today.
Austin.
I
what
came.
is it?
Go get
Austin
yourself some
City
coffee,
Limits
big dog.
Live. Like I'm doing that these next few days with my friends. I'm excited. It'll be fun. Chaperone, beautiful, especially in the green costume. And she's my lesbian wife. She just doesn't know it.
Oh my god.
The thing is,
I've never heard him say anything like that.
I'm doing it because I can afford it. If I couldn't afford it, I would be doing a little bit of sacrifice.
So I guess I was
But you
hoping
don't know
like
what
up until that
sacrifice is.
point that I would be able to afford it. Like
Oh,
my hope was that I would get
Oh.
like new clients and I would have more
Oh,
income.
that's interesting. So maybe our
Again,
little,
I'm
maybe
riding on-
maybe our little concept of I'll be able to afford it in the future didn't work. So why is it going to work why is it going to work now? So you're still living that mindset. That's how you've been able to back up all your spending so far, because you're going to make more in the future. But you literally have an example right here where you thought you were going to make more than you did. You didn't. And now all of a sudden we're putting it on a credit card. It's spending more than we make. You've proved it. What are you doing? The definition of insanity? Same thing over and over again? Is that what your life is? Is that what you're trying to do?
It's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, it's what you're doing.
It's what it looks like. But
Have you had dumbbells hit your head?
not recently.
Okay, what do you mean that's what it looks like, but it's not what it is? How does that stand up?
To me, like the experiences that you have in life are more important than worrying about like the day to day.
Okay.
minutia. And so
Cool. You know what? And that is fine. So we're done then, right? So we're done. That's okay. That's okay. If that is how you want to live your life, that is okay. I support well, hold on. I support anyone deciding to live their life however they want to, as long as it doesn't directly hurt someone else. If that is how you want to live your life, that's perfectly fine. Here, the intent behind here is to learn how to manage our finances so that we can have a chance for, decent retirement, building a business, whatever it is you want to do. That's what we do here. If to you, living life is more important than that, in terms of getting the instant gratification of fun, fine, that's okay. But that means this is done. That means this conversation is done. That means there is no point of this. Because you are not ready for this. That means you don't care about this enough. You care about the other thing more.
I do care. I guess I'm
not more. You care more about the experience of going out and f***ing around.
I want both.
You can't have it. That's not how life works. Sometimes you need a little bit of sacrifice, especially while you take a pay cut in half in order to have your own business. Sometimes you have to have a little bit of a sacrifice. Just a little bit, even. A little bit of a sacrifice so that you have a better chance of success in the future. And that's okay. It's okay to have delayed gratification, huh?
I can do that. I can.
Then why haven't you? It's the question they can never answer.
I haven't had any.
You're going to Miami? Oh, you already did.
No. Oh my God.
Hold on. You went on a $3,000 trip?
Oh my God.
Just a couple months ago?
I did.
That's basically your monthly income.
It was my best friend's birthday, and
yeah, we never have any of those.
She had a hard year. I wanted to.
What was her hard
Lord
year?
have mercy.
She went through a really hard breakup. She moved from New York to Houston, and she was.
Oh, the tragedy.
She just had a lot of things happen in her personal life, and she deserved a fun birthday.
Okay, could she have come to you? Also, $4,000 is not required to get to Florida. It's like, that's the crazy part. If it was like, if I was seeing like a $500 thing, would I be happy? No, but it is very different than $4,000.
She's.
What, did you get her like 50 strippers to make her year better?
No, she's a bougie friend. We went out to a lot of like high expensive dinners.
I don't think she's bougie because you were spending all the money.
I guess like I am too when it comes to my friends, but like I paid for the hotel and dinners. And we went to high-end restaurants. We're like $4 or $5
So again,
each.
that is what you choose over having any financial security, over having a successful business, over having any chance of retirement. That is what you choose. Is a bougie lifestyle that you can afford. Think you're entitled to it? I mean, you're not, to be very clear. You're not.
No.
If you can't afford it, you can't necessarily get it unless you're putting it on debt, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just because you're born doesn't mean, oh, here's a one-way ticket to go in and get a Michelin star meal every night.
I don't think I'm entitled to it. I genuinely just like treating my friends. That's what I thought
It's
of
a
it
loving
as,
spirit.
instead of, like, I didn't try to think about the money aspect of it. I was just trying to think about how I could make it memorable.
Yeah. Well, I love the heart of it. I like to, get things. Got the office, cookies today. I like to, whatever the random thing is. Sometimes I just pay for dinner. We went to dinner a few weeks ago. Paid for dinner. I like to do it as well. It's fun. When you're in a blessed position, that is like truly just blessings and just that you just kind of stumble into. You're like just lucky. It's like, yeah, you want to just when you want to treat the people around you that you love.
Yeah,
that's great. Again, this comes down to the thing I've mentioned multiple times in this conversation, almost more than any. You just couldn't afford it, and that's all. That's how it works in the end. There is a mathematical equation here of 1 minus 1 equals 0, and you.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, you just couldn't afford it.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, but will your actions reflect you hearing it? That's what I'm worried about. Oh, and Be Glamorous 276. What is this?
Why?
Where was the Botox this time?
I think that was hair. haircut and
We
styling.
got our in-flight Wi-Fi. It'd be a shame if over the Gulf of Mexico we couldn't scroll through TikTok.
I was trying to work on the plane.
Your work is work from anywhere. You could have waited. Oh, FNBO again. Oh, is this a checking account? So is this all your debt?
Perhaps, yeah. What is it? Cards?
Southwest,
Yeah.
Volkswagen, FNBO.
I owe my dad $4,000.
Why? Listen, if we owe a family member money, we're really not doing it because that's personal. That's when we do not get to have any paid for fun. You are grinding to pay off a family member. Why do you owe your dad? Why do you owe your dad $4,000?
So
Oh
when
no.
I quit my jobs in February, I was also living downtown in a place that I could no longer afford, so I needed to move.
Okay.
And I had also just gone through that breakups. And
Stop with the breakup. Breakups are sad, but that doesn't mean we just
Yes.
destroy our lives.
No, I 100% I agree. I just like to be totally transparent, like he was helping me financially as well.
Okay.
So he no longer was doing that.
That's valid.
And then yeah, I needed to like move out of my
It's a little less
place.
valid because you should have had an emergency fund, and we don't quit a job before we have an emergency fund, and your emergency fund would have been able to cover a breakup, but I do get it.
Yes. So I called my dad, and I only asked for enough to like cover getting out of my lease and getting into a new cheaper lease, but he gave me a lot more than I asked for.
Yeah, but you owe it.
I do.
So it's not gave. You lended. He lended. You have like a minimum monthly payment set up. Hopefully it's 0% interest.
No, he has not asked me for repayment yet.
Okay. What is the conversation around this been then? For the future of this?
I've been waiting for him to bring it up, and he hasn't. So my plan.
What? Is that what a loving daughter would do?
No, I mean, my plan was to try and see him at Christmas. I haven't seen him.
Wait, when was this? When did you borrow this?
Back in February. I wanted to see him in person and like talk to him about it, but
Where is he?
he's in California.
Okay, make a phone call. Do it.
Okay.
Sometimes we call people in the post show. Maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
Have you borrowed money from your dad in the past? Or is this the first time?
This was the first time.
Okay. Have you borrowed money from friends or family in the past?
No, normally friends borrow from me.
It's okay to fall back on loved ones. It's okay to have a good support system when going through a hard time. But again, you did quit this job without an emergency fund or any plan. I understand the job wasn't great and we probably didn't work with someone great, but then we're also getting a replacement job at the time or working a few jobs to make ourselves survive. You know, you wanted to run the dream of you owning your own business, and you put that desire above being able to pay your bills and be a responsible adult.
Yeah.
And again, the breakup, that's something we can't control. But again, that's where an emergency fund comes in. Really does. That's why I always say it's so much risk to have so much dependency on someone that you're not married to, because you never know what's going to happen. Deaths happen. Breakups happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this checking account, it's almost $4,000 for this show. That's incredible. Actually, I would just say that's incredible.
Thank you.
That's great.
I think that's my emergency fund.
In a checking account?
Well, I have
An account where we're spending money? No.
Okay.
That's not an emergency fund. You put it separate. You only touch it in the case of a
Emergency.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm gonna just. You know what? Every guest on here gets a certification free thanks to Course Careers. They're great. They help people get jobs, but obviously you already have the job. But you should get the accounting certification so you can learn how to do accounting of your own business. Okay? So just take it.
Okay. I can do that.
Lifehack Wellness. Oh, $95. Oh, I read the balance. Okay. What is that? Is that your gym?
What is it called?
Lifehack Wellness?
Lifehack Wellness.
Oh, come on. You're spending $100 on it. You don't know what it is?
No, don't tell
have
me
money.
that.
Also, you
Maybe
started with
it's like
$1,000, so that's not an emergency fund. That wasn't stagnant.
Maybe
This is
it's like
where.
an IV. I don't know.
Oh, hold on. That's an important thing to note. You started with $1,000. At the time of the statement, it ended at 4, but that doesn't mean it didn't go down to 1. I'd consider it that savings account that you were saying if it was starting and ending about the same. But I think we just got lucky at the time that the statement was pulled.
Oh, maybe I just got paid.
Oh, good.
I have 2 checking accounts and then 1 savings account. So I'm not sure which one you're looking at, but I use.
I told you, FNBO.
Okay.
Okay, and then, we stopped in, probably got a little drink from Publix. Netflix subscription, Apple in-app something, some bull. Raw sport supplement, 151.
That's like my vitamins and supplements and stuff.
Which is great, but the thing is, listen, maybe this business is too expensive for you to do. Maybe you're not charging enough. Maybe you don't have enough clients. Maybe your business isn't good enough. Because, again, it's not like some of these are invalid.
Right.
They're just not paying the bills.
I get that. I use those specific supplements because I'm hoping to get like a sponsorship with them. So I've been using those supplements for a while, and it's an investment into my health.
That part I'm okay with. No, you don't use them with the hope of getting a sponsorship. I'd probably connect to an agency, have them, because they have representatives that will go get you brands that you feel comfortable with. You're not using a brand hoping to get a spot.
Well, you can't get a brand sponsorship like in fitness if you aren't using their products. That's a
lie.
You use it after you get the brand.
You get the brand sponsorship,
Yeah,
and then you don't pay for it.
That's like not genuine. You wouldn't. You wouldn't go sign with a company. And
No. You absolutely test. We test everything.
Okay.
As well, but you are literally saying that you're
You
only
definitely
having
try
this
it
very
again
expensive
for
thing that
free.
you can't afford with the hope of getting the partnership.
Well,
I'm not saying don't
You're already
get a
buying their
partnership unless
product.
you
Why would they
test it
partner?
or without testing. I'm not saying that, but you're using this so that you can get a partnership. That's not usually the path to a
Usually the
guaranteed
first
partnership.
mistake
You need
that
someone
streamers
who you
actually
have
make
going
with
out there and
sponsors.
hounding.
By the way,
that's fair. I get that.
I
was
made
just
that
saying,
mistake.
I'm using it because I'm trying to open that door of opportunity.
Guys, for just a few weeks only, our brand new debt class is 35% off, and the first 5,000 people that's negotiating with lenders here, lifting around. We know you pay a bunch for a car, so you must have been drunk as no, okay.
Lift. Oh.
Apple Cash sent out to
Whoa.
I don't know, but $350 Apple Cash sent out.
Where'd that go?
You don't know where your money goes. You don't know anything.
Where'd that
about your
go?
finances. Please go through the budgeting program. Peacock subscription. There's nothing on there anyway, unless it's one of those sports games that they only put on there for some horrific, evil reason. PayPal, $150 out for that. Venmo, $175. AMC, at least go to a real movie theater. You live in the world of Alamo Draft House and a lot of other really good places. Flicks.
The Violet Crown. That movie
Sure.
theater.
Flicks, iPick, Movie House and Eatery, yet you go to AMC. Also, you shouldn't be spending money, so don't go to any of them. You also went to AMC again. The Farmer's Dog, I had them. The thing is, and what I was advised by someone who works with dogs very closely, is that since it's only mush, it's good for nutrition, but apparently they might not be getting all the nutrition they need, by the way. But either way, not as good for the teeth. So a lot of the teeth cleaning for dogs comes through actually eating the harder food. So I actually ended up switching away. Also, you can't afford it. So there is that. Violet Crown, so you did do that. And then AMC, we went back. And then the nail spa, oh, there's the nails. Okay, we can do this in cheaper ways. You're just, again, you live the bougie lifestyle. That's what you specifically said. Apple, in-app, I don't know, Gems, who the knows, $18.66. Venmo out $85. You don't know where that went. You never know where your money goes. Spotify, you can listen to ads if you're spending more than you bring in. Cash App, $160. You don't know where it goes. Not going to waste the time asking. More Lyft ride. Google Workspace, yeah, that's fine. Venmo payment, $1,000 to who?
Oh God, I'd have to look at my history.
You don't know where you sent $1,000.
I want to say I sent it to my best friend who was in trouble, but I'm not 100% certain.
Trouble? What trouble? You're in trouble.
It's the blind leading the blind. Then I don't know.
No, what trouble?
She
have a gun to her head, needed $1,000.
No, she needed money for her car and her rent.
Oh, you're not in the position to loan. You're taking out loans.
Just walked
I'm
in on
sorry.
that. Come
Again,
on.
the hearts, I'm not against it.
Welcome back.
I'm not against it. One, do you even know their financial situation? Are they spending money on fun?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're just enabling their bad behavior. They're not budgeting. They're relying on others to pay for rent while they're also spending their money on bull. Okay? So, one, this is a bad move. You're not actually supporting them in the end. Two, you don't have any money. You're borrowing money from people. You're not lending money to people. You think they're going to pay that back?
Yeah.
Her
with what
best
money? They
friend
can't
was
afford
experiencing a
rent.
breakup and
She
wanted
will.
to take them on a trip, spent $3,000 that they did
I
not
don't know.
have
I
to
don't know her
support them
means, but
during
she'll
their
pay them back.
breakup.
Oh, you don't know her means, but you lend her money.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we don't do that. I'll lend money, but I need to know their means first. I'll give money, but I need to know their means first. Because I don't want to support that
YOLO
behavior.
indeed.
You enable them
The
to
strongest of
never
YOLOs.
make corrections in their life. To always just rely on others instead of being self-efficient.
That's fair.
More lift. Donations to ASPCA. Again, I'm not against the heart. You just literally have no money. More farmers, dogs, King Scoopers, Lift Ride, Dutch Bros, another in-app Apple thing. You win as I got a drink from QT. Apple Bill, Venmo payment, $20.42. Doubt you know where that went because you didn't know where $1,000 went. Lyft. More Lyft, Alta.
Spending money on a bunch of bullshit.
You know, it's all about that social media.
That's what Caleb says.
Airport,
Going to the
Dunkin'
store and buying some
Donut.
bullshit. So now whenever I think
Apple
about
Cash
buying
shout
some
out.
bullshit,
When it's
I
like
literally
some
hear
BS,
him.
Venmo, $300. I'm not even going to ask. Farmer's Dog, Apple Bill, Lyft. Kidder Clips?
What is
Clips? Oh, Kidder Clips, is that grooming?
I honestly.
Oh my, you don't know one
She
thing.
doesn't know. She
You
doesn't
do not
know.
one single thing
Oh
about
my
your
God.
own purchases. This is crazy.
She
It
doesn't
might be-
know.
Also, what do
it
you
might
lift
be-
everywhere?
It might be hair stuff.
Where do you lift everywhere? Because I thought it was just going to be 1 or 2 times, but it's lift.
To become your
4
power
more
animal?
times in
For
this.
sure. For sure. This man
I
haunts me in
might
my
have been
dreams.
traveling. So, like, I was lifting to and from the airports and whatnot.
You probably can't afford to travel. No, you can't afford to travel. I mean, that's the summary of this episode. You just can't afford. Bacon and Jam, Alice Cafe, Artisans Market,
Oh, yeah. I
2
was
Lyft
traveling.
rides, Apple in-app, HBO Max. Finally, a good streaming service. Okay. The other checking account is just money back and forth.
Yeah.
I think this is what you're saying is your emergency fund because there's 4,000 here.
It's like in and out. Yeah.
Oh, but that's not an emergency fund because it
yeah.
started again with like 2,000, so it's not consistent. Then $200 in this one is just money back and forth. Oh, good, the retirement accounts. Violet Crown? What is that? The Violet Crown? $240?
Oh, that's waxing.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was a movie theater, but it's getting your fair. Great.
Well, it's like my face, my armpits. It's everything. It's not 240 for just one waxing service.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
I don't know. Holes are expensive. $1,000 in this Fidelity account. Great. And 24,000 in this one. Oh, beginning 34,000 for sake. Where was it at its peak? Where was it
Oh,
at its peak?
I don't want to
no.
tell you.
Where was it at its peak?
45,000.
You're just ruining your life.
Oh
You're
my
ruining your life.
God.
We're borrowing to spend more on credit cards, borrowing from our parents, giving other people money, spending
Oh
money
my
on
God.
both.
That was her
Can't justify our
401k.
business expenses at
She
all
had
'cause we don't
45K
make
in there
enough to
originally.
justify it. And if you write it all off, you're writing off.
She's
more
already
than you
used
even
half
make, so
of
doesn't
it.
even matter. While also draining our retirement by half. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see where you're at, dude. What's your rent again? 27?
1770.
1775?
Oh, here we go. This is the fun
utilities
part.
altogether, including internet.
Probably like 200.
Okay. Phone bill.
85.
Do you owe on your phone?
I don't think so.
Switch to Helium. $15 a month. Same towers as T-Mobile, please.
Okay.
Will you
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
one thing I
Helium?
did learn from
Yes,
his
Helium.
videos. I didn't realize that there are cell towers for T-Mobile and Verizon. And I learned this also from Bubble Rug, and I think she found out because of the videos. May be wrong, Bubble. If you found out otherwise, just let me know. But there are cheaper variations of T-Mobile and Verizon that don't give you like all the perks and bells and whistles. Like they don't have like those specific things. but they use the same cell towers and they sell the same phones, but the service itself is significantly cheaper. So like those are things you wouldn't know unless somebody told you. I had no idea that those even existed.
Okay, $15 a month. I can put that in your budget. Thank you. Gas, vroom, vroom, drive.
Like $35 a month. I fill it up like once. I don't drive very much.
Oh, it's because you lift everywhere. Okay, I'm not putting that in your budget.
Everywhere.
Okay, then you definitely don't need a car. We're probably going to sell it. Like, actually, legitimately, we might sell it.
I mean, I feel like she
Lift
should
if you
have
need
claimed
to.
bankruptcy, wiped it,
In
kept
the
the
extreme
401k,
cases.
and not been affected
Right?
because of her line
Are
of
we
work.
willing to do that?
Maybe.
You do not need your car.
Maybe. I don't know enough about
I know
bankruptcy.
what part of town you live in. Totally fine.
Yeah,
if you
no,
need to
look
catch a
into
bus
it for
somewhere,
sure.
It's totally okay.
I haven't looked deep
Even
into
get
it, but
your
hearing about it
relatively
blew my
close to the train
mind.
as
I'm
well,
still on my
which
mom's
will take you
line, so I'm
north.
not touching it, but
If you need to go north, if you need to go to
if
the
shit hit
domain
the fan,
or
I mean...
Cedar Park for some reason.
I only really drive to like gyms or
Exactly. So we're good. Ride a bike. Right? We can sell our car? Please?
Would I not? What did you say about my car though? If I sell it, I still
You're about
go on the loan.
2,500 under, but which one's a bigger number? 13,000 or 2,500?
2,000.
Yeah, I'd rather owe 2,500 and we can make that up. We can figure that out.
To sell my car? That's like independence though. I don't have a bike.
We can get a bike. If it saves us $11,000, you're right. It is independence, and let's get you a car again. But if you actually can manage life without a car, this gets us to true independence much quicker. Right now, you're dependent on debt and pulling money from your retirement. You don't have independence.
How long would I have to go without a car?
You're not down for this. You're not down
She's
for
not
this.
hearing him.
That's tough.
We're talking
That's
major
tough.
sacrifice here,
She's
but
not
for
hearing
major
him.
results. Major results.
What do I need to
Just
do
sell it
next?
back to car
All right,
now.
we
I'm gonna
fixed
give
our
you
media
$400
kit.
for groceries
We
'cause
fixed
I
our
know you
schedule. I
probably
gotta
need a
post
little
in
special
Discord.
extra with your crap, but meal prep, $400 totally fine. TP fund also gonna give $150 because just for extra for some supplements. It's anything else you need to survive. Get in the nails, get in the hair, spread it out.
So we fixed this.
for
Yeah, we
$150
cleaned
a month
some
on
stuff
average.
up.
Car insurance.
The font on the schedule was also
Hopefully,
fucked up.
again, we can cancel.
It was just
but
like very
car insurance.
childish.
I think it's 150.
Okay. Any copays that you have to do on a monthly basis? How much for your gyms? I know there's 3.
I have 3.
I don't know if
Do
I
we need
saved
3?
No, I could probably go down
Okay.
to 2.
How much
didn't.
for the
Hold
2
on.
then?
100?
100 both together?
Yeah, like total.
Okay,
like 50,
let's do that. Let's do that. Subscriptions, no, but you have a pet, right? Just one dog?
He doesn't live with me right now. He's in another state, but I do pay for his food and stuff.
Does he have pet insurance?
Yeah.
Do you pay for that?
Yes.
I didn't
How
save
much?
it. Hello.
I want to say it's like $50 a month, and then his farmer's dog stuff.
I think we go back to kibble, dude. Just
go.
really good, high quality though,
Okay.
for full nutrient and teeth. Okay,
Teeth health.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
$100 for food. Okay, you're gonna get pretty good stuff. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you. We have a dog trainer influencer, like one of the biggest, who subleases the space here, and the really good food that I also feed my dogs is in there. I'll show you.
Okay.
It's like what to do.
Mm-hmm. If
Your
he
debt payments.
what I've realized, we were talking about this the other day, when we were watching it, is if there's something that's reoccurring on his show that he notices is like a big reason for financial loss, or fumble, he'll look into a solution for it and then bring that up in conversation when needed. So like the pet stuff, he had somebody learned about it, now it's involved in the show. The last episode we watched was about veterans and disability. He was saying on the show, like, he wants to learn more about it so that he can understand when they talk about disability and what's being paid out. Like, he actually knows why and the depths of it without having to ask the veterans. Because 9 times out of 10, vets don't want to talk about why they're on disability because it could be traumatic. So he was like, I just want to know enough for myself. This is insane. The wheel is almost full. The wheel is almost full. What the fuck is going on?
Get rid of this car. All of a
Groceries
sudden.
for 400.
We're rolling, dude.
She's
She's not in a car.
Rolling
Oh, and
on.
she borrowed $3,000 or $4,000 from her dad,
I know it has a negative.
but hasn't paid it back because he hasn't asked for it.
I think it's like a fear thing because I've
Reputation
never
in this
done
country.
it. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, I mean you're a big boy, so
I'm a girl.
even better. A fitness one, bodybuilder. You can
Yeah,
punch
but
someone.
I just feel like sometimes people
She's in a
on the bus are
spiral for
like,
sure.
Exactly. It has a stigma in this country.
Is it?
Austin's one of the safest cities in the country. You'll be okay.
The homeless population's crazy. I just
Compared to
feel
a lot
like
of other
there's a
major
lot
cities,
of-
it's actually not, though.
Really?
It's the thing.
Maybe it's just like downtown area.
Yeah, downtown, especially near the Arc.
Mhm.
Yeah. But also just because someone's homeless doesn't mean they're
Went through
going to
bankruptcy myself, just got to a
No,
point
I've
where it
just
was
had, like, bad
impossible. Hold
experiences.
on.
Like they'll like throw stuff.
Went through bankruptcy myself, just got to a point where it was impossible to pull out of debt between medical bills, etc. Such a looked down upon thing. In reality, such a relief, and it gets wiped after 7 years of filing. Not saying everyone should, of course, but sometimes you just can't help it. And that's the thing. It's not talked about that bankruptcy can be a way to resolve an ongoing issue. It's not discussed that way. It's only discussed around businesses failing. Not to mention, a lot of entrepreneurs do it with starting new businesses more common than people think. Yeah, people just don't discuss the ways that you can utilize it for future gain. And like that's a big concept that he's discussed. Is it's like it's not about right now. You're not gonna be content, comfortable, or happy right now, but in a year, in 2 years, you will be at your peak and be able to live the way you wanted to without the repercussion of constantly thinking about you fucked up. And that's, again, there are so many reasons why I like Caleb's videos, but it's his perspective isn't bullshit oriented. It's not just him spitting shit. It's all factual. Like it's all, the proof is in the pudding.
At me.
It's more human than anything.
We've all had the downtown experiences.
Yes.
I get it. Yes. Okay, so 464.16, also bike. 464.16 is your debt payment. But again, are we going to get rid of the car? I need to know.
I could get rid of it.
I need to know if you're going to get rid of it.
I'll get rid of it.
There we go. Beautiful. Our debt payments, you know what? It goes down from 464 to 80. And I'm going to, for bus, we're going to get a bike. It's going to be a one-time investment. We don't have to put that in your recurring budget. But let's put for public transportation, I think $50 should be fine. Okay?
How much is a bus ride or a train ride?
Specifically, train, one of my friends takes it every day. I can ask him. Bus, I don't know. You can get monthly passes. I do know that. But actually, I'm going to turn this into $100 for occasional lifts for when you need that situation. Again, we're going to get you a car quick. But this gets you out of your debt situation and risk. Plus, it's over 10% interest. So let's add all this up, and I think we can get you to a good situation. Your rent, you need to downgrade. When's your lease up?
June 2025.
It might be worth trying to break it. You need to spend $1,000 on rent. Max. Getting yourself a studio. Yep. We've priced it out.
Is that possible in Austin?
It's a million times possible. We've priced it out. You'll be totally fine. $2,970. You have an extra $500 even with that crazy rent. $530. But even with $530, okay, first month you can pay off FNBO. Boom, you've eliminated a minimum monthly payment. Then Southwest, it's going to be paid off in under 6 months a little. But let's just be conservative and say 7 months. You're debt free. 7 months. What is 7 months? Nothing. 7 months is nothing. Come on, world. 7 months is nothing.
Okay.
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 Right?
7 months is.
Right. Boom. You're debt free. Oh well, Dad.
I do owe Dad.
What do we want? I think if we have a conversation with Dad, see if we can get a fully funded emergency fund and then pay him back.
Okay.
We just need to see what he's okay with. Okay, so we need 2,890 times 6. Your emergency fund needs to be $17,340.
My emergency fund?
Without your debt. That's 6 months of your living expenses because your rent is so high. It's not even including any business. But either way, at that point, that's what's going to take a long time to pay off, man. I mean, that's going to not pay off, but that's going to take like 30 months.
We're going to post the new.
That's going to take 2.5 years.
Better.
But you could be totally debt-free except for Dad and have a fully funded emergency fund in right around 3 years. But here's what we're going to need to do. I'm going to need to get that emergency fund a little quicker. Pay off the debt, all that stuff. That's reasonable. 7 months. That's reasonable. I need you to get an emergency fund a year after that. And how do we do that? I'm going to need, without your expenses going up too dramatically, You're either getting a second job, something close to you that you can get to easily, coffee shop, something, doesn't matter. We know you love going to them. Cutting down your business expenses. Well, I mean, this is the budget I gave you, so it has to be that. Yeah, second job or increasing your business revenue, because I need you to get the emergency fund in 1 year after 7 months of paying off the debt.
Yeah.
You can make your debt pay off quicker if you, of course, go get that second job or bring in more clients now. And obviously, the easier one is getting a second job. So I think that's what we're doing immediately. If you
Chat,
bring
if you guys are in the
clients after
Discord,
that, I'm okay with getting rid of the
likes and
second job.
retweets on that
If you
recent
need
post.
to
Super
bring-
appreciative if you
Because
can.
we're setting money aside for taxes again. In my budget, we're setting money aside for taxes. That's why you have that $3,500.
How much are you setting aside?
I'll post
for
it
taxes
here as
for
well.
now? Or
I did the math wrong.
That
Yeah,
is my media
3,150
kit,
after
on air
setting aside
talent
30% for
timeline,
taxes. But
and
I'm thinking
social
you set
medias
aside 30%. Let's call it 20%.
for businesses to get in contact with me.
Because you're not going to be in the 30% range anyway. Okay. So
Okay.
I need you to go bring in a minimum extra $500 so we can speed this up quicker. Extra $500 a month after taxes.
okay.
Yeah. If we do that, I think besides dad, and this is just, rounding, but
So because I guess I had a question.
yeah, you can do that in a year and a half, dude. You can be out of this in a year and a half. And then
A year
dad
and a half.
after that,
Okay.
which is great.
I guess I'm wondering, like, because my monthly income is like, it goes through fluctuations.
Of course.
How do I like plan for the future after that? Like, obviously, I do have to get rid of debt. I do have to.
Absolutely. And sometimes, when it's a situation like that, sometimes we have the emergency fund, but then we also have another little savings account that helps offset the lower months, but then we refill it in the higher months so that you're living on a more stagnant basis. If we're assuming our average is about 3,500, there's a lot of other strategies we go over in the budgeting program for you to take as well there. But that's a good, just simple method to do it as well. So, yeah, I think you can get out of this year and a half.
Twitter suppressing links is like one of the most frustrating things
$500
ever.
a month after taxes with the time I know you have. Okay, yeah, and then you pay off your dad. That shouldn't take only more than just like 4 months after that. And then guess what? We save up $10,000. I think in 2 years you're getting a cash car. 2 years from now, if you're doing this correctly, go make more than that. You can speed it up even quicker. You're not in a bad position if you sell your car. Well, we do have to get up that extra $2,500. That's your mix. So I think we're only extending this a couple months because of that, though. So it's actually not that crazy. Let's be conservative and say 2.5 years so you have a paid-for car and you have a paid-for cash car.
And no debt.
No debt and a fully funded emergency fund. No risk over your head, meaning you can take more risks in your business.
What's the budget for the car to fully
You can
pay
get a
it off?
$10,000 car in cash.
Okay.
In that time span, if you go bring an extra $750 on a monthly basis.
Okay.
All said easier than done because we're doing this in an hour and a half. But again, that is just a brief way of doing it. It's a more simplified version, but those are the general steps you need to take. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll be connected along the way, and you'll come on for a follow-up, and we'll see how you're doing, and we'll, I'll be like, okay, this is what we need to tweak. But go through all the education as well. Okay? Which you guys can take advantage. Link in the description below. I know the debt one, the new debt one, on how to utilize debt and pay off debt is on sale right now. Spending a budget, 0 out of 10, you overspent. Debt, no collections.
0 out of 10 is crazy.
Not the worst debt. Borrowing from debt, we don't like that. So that is going to bring it down. But 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's technically money in that other account, but it's very fluctuating. So I can't count an emergency fund as high as I'd like. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10 there. Retirement, we're draining from retirement. Luckily, you still do have some retirement, but now we're draining. We're getting lower and lower. 3 out of 10. Real estate, 0 out of 10. But I think you could fix that within a decade if you wanted to easily. Your Hammer financial score is 1.5 out of 10. Make sure to join the post show. Maybe we will call who are we going to call? Your dad about the dad. Maybe we'll call the dad, but we'll definitely talk about more drama and bring in the producers. So join that and check out the new debt class, which is at a large discount for the first month. Link in the description below. See y'all on the post show.
Today on the Financial Audit Post Show.
Are you going to ACL?
I was thinking about it.
No, you're not going. You're
All right. Good video. Good video. My God. 1.5 is crazy. 1.5 out of 10 is crazy. All right. I'm gonna save what I was gonna do after that for tomorrow probably. I need to make some clips for short form content and stuff like that. But we'll save that for tomorrow. I think it's time we jump into some Overwatch. I was gonna play Throne and Liberty, like I'm not in the mood to MMO right now. I kind of want to get better. Which one you just watched? The most recent one, the one that released 4 hours ago, with the chick. Someone get E on the phone. Yeah, listen, Cash knows what her role is now, bro. Cash knows what to do. There's no excuses now. How was work, Bubble? There's no excuses now. Let me change up my keyboard. Oh. I'm like lightly regretting opening the window tonight because it's freezing. But at the same time, I gotta stop using the AC because it's freezing. The AC does not need to be on. The AC does not need to be on right now. But I am gonna take the sweatshirt off. I'd rather be cold than have my sweatshirt in the way. What would Caleb do? Exactly. Caleb would tell me to turn that fucking AC off. Caleb would tell me to turn that AC off for sure. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. Because that will be the video we watch going forward for quite some time. I have learned way too much to not share that information, you know? Bubble, you want to play Overwatch? What is... It's like actually cold in here. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Work was good. Today was good. Worked from home. Unintentionally, but got some stuff done. Hold on, chat. Got some stuff done. Was very productive today. Alright, yeah, no, decompress. You're good. Totally understood. Bro, the breeze coming in this room is fucking brick. I gotta close that window a bit. Oh my god. Yeah, I got some... What was it? What did I do today? Took the AC out of the window upstairs. Did dishes, took the trash out. I'm gonna clean the floors tomorrow. Organize the guest bedroom. Grab stuff from CVS for nurse. What is going on, bro?